Thank you for logging on to the Voice Sports Network for this broadcast of high school sports. We encourage you to go to the games and support your area teams. We know you have a choice, and thank you for choosing us. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of the sponsors you hear throughout the game. We encourage you to visit their businesses and use their service as often as possible. Be sure to tell them thanks for their support. Now, sit back and enjoy the game, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
From Columbia City High School, welcome to another production of Norwell Baseball on WellsCountyVoice.com. Today, in a Northeast 8 clash, the Norwell Knights take on the Columbia City Eagles. Good afternoon, friends, and welcome aboard. I'm Derek Decker, blessed and a pleasure to be along with you for the ride this afternoon, as always, as we start our week here in the middle of the week. It's the first time we haven't had a quite busy week in quite some time. The Knights played 6 games last week and 5 games the week before, so 11 games in the last 14 days for Norwell. A welcome respite after the 2 on Saturday with an off day Monday. The Knights will play again tomorrow and Thursday, followed by 2 on Saturday. So another 5-game week as we head into the sectional. And Norwell, of course, taking on Marion over at Belmont in the first game of the sectional coming up a week from Wednesday. But as far as this afternoon's contest is concerned, Columbia City comes in with a record of 6-14 on the season and 1-5 in conference play. That puts them a spot above the bottom. The Knights 4-1 coming off the loss to top-ranked Huntington North on Thursday of last week by a final of 5-1. Norwell in that ball game had their chances, left 9 aboard, left a lot of runners in scoring position, so certainly had their chances in that baseball game, but could not come through with a victory at home. And they'll look forward to getting a chance to finish the conference slate with 1 loss. Disappointing, but still an accomplishment considering they were 3-4 last year in the conference, with a home game on Senior Day against East Noble on Thursday afternoon. So we're just about set for the starting lineups here at Columbia City. And we've got an overcast day. If you're along with us, you know that back in Ossian, there was a lot of rain this afternoon. This is the only Norwell event taking place today. All 3 home events were canceled, and we are dry at the moment here at Columbia City. So we hope to stay that way on the afternoon. We'll go ahead and join the public address announcer for the starting lineups.
Leading it off, playing center field, number 2, Caleb Kohler. Batting second, playing second base, number 16, Garrett Waybright. Batting third, playing third base, number 17, Belden Glasgow. Batting fourth, catching, number 11, Ian Clark. Pitching for the Knights, number 3, Christian Bohada. Batting sixth, playing shortstop, number 6, Garrison Brady. Batting seventh, DH, number 15, Cole Lewison. Batting eighth, playing left field, number 5, Corbin Costello. And playing right field, number 4, Levi Lading. Playing first base, number 10, Logan House. And now for your Columbia City Eagles. Leading it off, playing shortstop, number 4, Brandon Shopper. Batting second, playing second base, number 13, Cam Harris. Batting third, pitching for the Eagles, number 9, Tanner Clark. Batting fourth, playing left field, number 12, Bryce Martin. Batting fifth, playing third base, number 14, Jordan Lee. Batting sixth, catching for the Eagles, number 15, Mike Nodine. Batting seventh, playing center field, number 1, Zach Platt. Batting eighth, DH for the Eagles, number 8, Brendan Roberts. Batting ninth, playing right field, number 2, Zach Lunsberry. On first base, number 10, Dalton Bell. Tonight, the Columbia City Eagle baseball team would like to recognize 3 of our Eagle youth.
So what we'll go ahead and
teams.
do right now after the lineups is go ahead and take a break and return with the first pitch after these words from our sponsors.
Are you looking for a job or know of someone who is? Peyton's Northern, a Kroger company, is now hiring. At Peyton's, you'll get a job with career advancement opportunities, employee discounts, tuition reimbursement, and educational assistance. A successful applicant will need to be 18 years of age, have the ability to work weekends, holidays, and overtime, can operate motorized equipment, complete strength and endurance testing, pass a pre-employment and background screens, work 10-hour shifts, and lift 55 pounds. At Peyton's, we offer matching 401k retirement savings, paid incentive days, personal and vacation days, and you'll receive Kroger benefits after 60 days. All qualified applicants are encouraged to apply for this opportunity online at jobs.kroger.com. Click on Logistics and Distribution Jobs and search for Bluffton. For questions, call Peyton Staffing Center at 260-827-2108 or 2109. That's jobs.kroger.com. 260-827-2108. Peyton's Northern, now hiring.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe free should mean free. Not kind of free. Completely free. That's exactly what our free and easy checking account is. Free of fees, free of hassles, free of catches. You also get a free Visa check card, free online banking, free mobile banking, free telephone banking, free text and email alerts, and free e-statements. You get all this when you sign up for free and easy checking from First Bank of Bern. It's that simple. First Bank of Bern. Member FDIC.
A new adventure awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us. Each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light. Any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Welcome back to Columbia City. We are just about set for action. Here's how the Eagles will line it up defensively this afternoon. Left to right in the outfield, it'll be Bryce Martin in left, Zach Platt in center, Zach Lonsberry in right. On the infield at the corners, Jordan Lee at third, Dalton Bell at first. Up the middle, Brendan Schopper at short, Cam Harris at second, Mike Nodine, the starter behind the dish. And on the bump today for Columbia City is Tanner Clark. He's a junior and numbers-wise the best all-around player on the team for the Eagles. He bats .542 and has thrown the most innings on the mound for Columbia City, a total of 33 in 7 games on the year, an ERA of 2.55. So a nice stat line for Mr. Clark, and he comes in with 27 strikeouts, just 7 walks on the season. So no doubt the ace of the staff for Columbia City, who has a team ERA just shy of 6. Norwell trying to rebound after a loss to county rival Bluffton. It was the third time they played them this year. They 10-runned them in the first game of a doubleheader back on May the 5th and won 11-3 in the second game. So a couple of blowout victories, and then in the Garrett Tournament Invitational Championship, Bluffton winning 3-2. Norwell just could not get the bats going. The offense was lacking all day, as they only tallied 9 hits in 2 games. Beat Bishop Luers in the semifinal 4-3 in a tight one, but could not push enough across enough runs to defeat the county rival Tigers. Norwell will send the top third, a familiar face at the top third of the order. Caleb Kohler, Garrett Waybright, and Belden Glasgow for the Knights in the top half of the first inning.
For the Knights, Number 2,
as
Kohler.
Caleb will step into the box. Kohler has struggled mightily as of the last couple of weeks. Last week struck out a number of times, now leading the team in strikeouts at 16 on the season. A number of them are called as well, so not seeing the baseball real well at the plate as he takes ball one high off the right arm of Tanner Clark, and we're underway at 5:08 this afternoon. Cloudy 72 game time temperature here today in Columbia City, and a wave and a miss by Kohler, and we're even at a ball and a strike. But as far as Norwell is trying to finish up this conference season, Columbia City's only win was over East Noble, a 2-0 win in the conference, and another swing and a miss. And Caleb's behind 1-2 on the season. Caleb now batting .333 after batting .380 going into last week, and he swings and misses, and Kohler's down on strikes again to start the ball game.
Now batting number 16, Garrett Waybright.
So 3 swings and misses at the plate there for Caleb Kohler in his first at-bat of the day, and the strikeout rate continues to skyrocket for Caleb. Here's Garrett Waybright now. Waybright on the year, a .279 hitter, and bats in the 2-hole, same spot all year. Breaking pitch, called a strike, bottom of the zone to lead off the at-bat. Columbia City having a much better year than last year where they only got 1 win. And here's a ground ball sent up the middle off the side of the mound to the shortstop, Brendan Schopper, and took a nice hop up to him, and he throws across for the second out of the inning. A 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the first.
Number 17, Weldon Glasgow.
And a very nice Columbia City crowd on hand today, as a number of the Eagle youth baseball players were recognized here today, 10, 11, and 12-year-olds prior to the ball game. Fastball at the knees, called a strike to Glasgow. Norwell with just a scattering of faithful that made the 45-minute trip from Ossian. That ball lined into left field down the line, a base hit, and could be 2. Glasgow taking a hard turn. He hits the bag at first. He's going to head into second base with a slide, and he's in with a 2-out double. So Glasgow is aboard in scoring position in the 2-out double, Belden's 8th of the season. That puts him in a tie for first for doubles on the year with Kohler, and the cleanup hitter Ian Clark will step in now for the Knights. Ian has done a nice job driving in runs all year, 14 on the season. Bohada even better. He's up next, and a fastball misses just off the plate. Clark has found the zone on 7 of his first 9 pitches as he checks Belden out there at second and comes to the plate with the 1-0. It's a fastball again. This ball lifted into left. Coming on Bryce Martin. He will haul it in, and it is a 2-out double is all Norwell gets in the top of the first. They leave him in scoring position, and after a half an inning, it's Norwell nothing. Columbia City coming to bat on WellsCountyVoice.com.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe in the American dream of owning a home. Having a space you can call your own. In fact, we've helped people realize that dream for over 125 years. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, refinance an existing loan, or move into something a little bigger, we believe our lending experts have the local knowledge and experience to help make your dream a reality. Apply online at firstbankofbern.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Get the $6.99 any deal at your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton.
Back here at Columbia City, we're in the bottom of the first. Belden Glasgow got on with a 2-out double, but he was stranded in scoring position as Clark flew out to end the inning. Here at Columbia City, kind of unique dimensions as straightaway center, just 339 deeper in both alleys, 345 to left center, 344 to right center, and 326 to the right field line. So kind of unique dimensions, about 30 feet more shallow than the Norwell center field fence at 370-310 down the line. So deeper to the lines and closer at the middle. And here's how Norwell will align themselves defensively this afternoon. Left to right in the outfield, it's Corbin Costello getting his third consecutive start in left, Caleb Kohler in center, and Levi Leidig in right. On the infield at the corners, Belden Glasgow at third, Logan House at first. Up the middle, Garrison Breggy at short, Garrett Waybright at second. Ian Clark gets the start behind the dish, the everyday catcher for the Knights. It is worth mentioning that Eli Riley, the freshman, is aboard for the trip today, as Norwell's JV game did not happen today. There's a pitch that misses up and away to the leadoff batter in the bottom of the first, Brendan Shopper. Shopper on the year, a .250 hitter, one of the many juniors on the team. A low strike called to even the count at 1-1. Columbia City, a very young baseball team, just one senior with regular playing time for Columbia City. That ball lined into left field, going back is Costello. He's not going to get there, and it's going to go all the way to the wall. It's going to be a leadoff double for Brendan Shopper. And Columbia City's in business here in the first.
Now batting for the Eagles, number 13, Cam Harris.
It's Cam Harris now, the second baseman. Bohada's numbers on the season, he got himself a save in the first game of the semifinal, the Garrett Invitational, a 4-3 win over Bishop Lures. He got himself a save in that game, 30 2/3 innings on the air, record of 5-3, ERA of 4.11, and 37 strikeouts to 26 walks. So a lot of good numbers for Bohada. Pretty reliable big game pitcher. Of course, Norwell now expected to use Caden Mann in the Thursday final conference game for the Knights. The runner's on the move to third, and the Knights are not going to get him. It now gets away from Glasgow at third, and Columbia City is going to get themselves on the board here in the bottom of the first. Well, it has not been a good start for the Knights in the last couple of ball games. They've allowed the opposing team to score at least 2 runs in each of their last couple of ball games, and that coming on a double, then a stolen base and an error by the Knights. 2 balls and no strikes to the batter. This ball grounded up the middle. Breggy gloves and throws to first, and there's the first out of the inning. But Columbia City has already taken the early lead.
Now batting for the Eagles, number 9, Tanner Clark.
E2 will be charged to Ian Clark on the play as Harris grounds out. And now Tanner Clark with the great numbers we referred to, 542 at the plate. Lines this one towards third, and it's inside the bag, a fair ball. Could be extra bases for Clark as he's headed towards second. Costello finally gets there. It's the second double of the inning for Columbia City.
Now batting for the Eagles, number 12, Bryce Martin.
Well, that was right down the line, and Clark tallies his 9th double of the season. And now Bryce Martin will step in, .314 hitter in the cleanup spot for Columbia City. But that ball is fouled straight back, and I think it caught a piece of the umpire. And Coach Andy McClain kind of walking out of the dugout, making sure he's okay. But not a good start here for Norwell, who, again, is kind of looking to bounce back. Coming in at 15-7. They are a game behind everybody else in the conference with that rain out last Thursday against, or 2 Thursdays ago, I should say, against East Noble. That game rescheduled for this coming Thursday. That'll be senior day at Norwell, a 5:30 start. Here's a fastball flown into right, foul territory, going towards the fence house, and he'll run out of room, and it'll fall out of play 0-2. But Norwell, again, coming off that loss. Columbia City coming off a 13-10 victory over Whitco in their last ball game. So, and it's worth noting that the Eagles have been much better here at home than on the road. 4-6 at home, 2-8 on the road. That pitch just missed off the plate, and it'll be 1-2. That's a good spot for Bohada on an 0-2. Perhaps too good, but Martin did not give an offer. Didn't get the call either. Clark still out there at second after the one-out double. There's an off-speed pitch, chopped towards third and foul.
Here we go, Bryce.
So Norwell, only conference loss. They had a chance. Basically, the de facto conference championship game was last Thursday at Norwell between the Knights and the Vikings. Huntington was in control for most of that ball game. Norwell led 1-0 for a brief time. Fastball up and away, ran off the arm, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes to Bryce Martin. It's already been a lengthy inning. Tanner Clark had a snappy 10-pitch first, 8 for strikes. and gave up the double to Glasgow. The ball, when it gets to the outfield here at Columbia City, absolutely dies as that ball is poked foul and out of play. There's a number of dead dandelions out there. Dandelions a common problem across the area at this time of year, but the outfield and infield grass are both very thick here at Columbia City, so bouncing balls. Costello, the ball stopped completely by the time he got to it as it rolled near the line. And that just kind of adds to, that's a swing and a miss, and it gets away from Clark. And that's going to allow Bryce Martin to reach on the drop third strike wild pitch, and he'll put runners on the corners with one away.
Now batting for the Eagles, number 14, Jordan.
There's Jordan Lee. So the Knights do continue to struggle to get some things done here in the bottom of the first inning. That'll draw a pitching visit from Norwell head coach Andy McLean, who in his 6th season has a record of 128-33 at Norwell, a state championship under his belt back in 2013, his first year at Norwell after taking Brebeuf to the state title game the year prior. Of course, the predecessor was Kelby Waybright, now athletic director at Norwell, but had won a couple of state titles as well. Been there 3 times, 03 and 07. Lost to Jasper 13-12 and 06 in the state title game. Runners at the corners for Jordan Lee. Here's a strike. Runner on the move. He's going to be out by a mile at second base. And Martin is out of there trying to steal second, and now 2 gone. A strike call to Lee. So the Knights are now 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning, and we've seen that happen a lot of times this year. We have seen teams run themselves into outs against Ian Clark trying to advance on the first and third. Here's a little ground ball sent towards first. House gloves. He will call off Bohada, take the bag himself, and the Knights limit the damage in the first. A couple of doubles for Columbia City. Tanner Clark gets on and is left at third, and Columbia City takes a 1-0 lead after 1. This is Norwell Baseball on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Every team knows that the double play can be a winning move. That's why me, Kevin Beatty, State Farm Agent, and my team are here to help you turn 2 by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help life go right. Call me, Kevin Beatty, at 824-1928.
It's Friday fun every Friday afternoon from 3 to 6 p.m. at the Bowling Center in Bluffton. Only $1 per game and 50 cents for shoes from 3 to 6 every Friday. Parents, don't forget the Bowling Center hosts birthday parties as well as company parties. The Bowling Center, located at 1231 South Scott Street in Bluffton with 22 lanes, leagues for youth, men, and women, and a full snack shop. Enjoy Friday fun every Friday afternoon from 3 to 6 p.m. at the Bowling Center in Bluffton.
Now, welcome back to Columbia City. Top of the second, the Eagles took an early 1-0 lead on a couple of doubles and a Norwell error. All 3 hits in the ball game have been doubles, 2 for Columbia City, 1 for Norwell. Christian Bohada, Garrison Breggy, Cole Lewison due up. 5, 6, 7 in the Norwell order after Glasgow doubled with 2 outs in the top of the first, was left at second after Clark flew out to end the inning. But Clark back out there for a second inning of work. Bohada squares to bunt and bunts it foul towards third and towards the Eagle dugout as the Knights try to get something going. The offense is what has been lacking the last number of games for the Knights. A couple of 1-run losses last week to Jay County and Bluffton. There's a ball in the dirt, smothered by Nodine. But, this is a team that's averaging .325 as a club on the year, but nobody batting over .400. In fact, only one player batting over .370 as Bohada flies it out of play 1 and 2. Columbia City does nothing special offensively, just .279, and doesn't hit for a lot of power, but tagged Bohada twice in that first inning. This Eagle team under the helm of Rob Bell. There's a ball high, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Some Norwell connections on the Eagle coaching staff. Chris McGehee, the former Norwell boys basketball freshman coach at Norwell is the associate head coach here at Columbia City, as Clark has gone full to Bohetta. He had the leadoff batter in the second. Here's a ground ball towards first, inside the bag, a fair ball, and it'll be an unassisted out by Dalton Bell, the first baseman over there. One away.
Now batting number 6, Garrison Briggy.
Columbia City has looked pretty good defensively so far, although it's a team that has committed 69 errors as a team, a fielding percentage under 900, so Knights look to potentially take advantage of that. Here's a bouncing ball to second and another routine play for Cam Harris as he throws out Breggy, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting number 15, Cole Lewison.
And now the DH, Cole Lewison, will step in. Cole's been up and down, but definitely has some pop in that bat, and as a pinch hitter, especially, is where he's done his best work. But he's the DH today, takes a fastball at the knees, called a strike off of Clark's arm, and Lewison homered up at New Haven a couple of weeks ago. Of course, the wind was blowing out, but that was a line shot. Probably would have gotten out. The Knights homered a couple of times that day. 5 total on the season for Norwell. Fastball, swing and a miss. Lewison was behind it. And Clark has looked pretty good so far for Columbia City. The 1-2. Another fastball, driven foul and out of play. Norwell looking to start something with 2 outs again. They got a 2-out double from Glasgow in the top of the first before surrendering, and Columbia City breaking a scoreless tie in the bottom of the inning and again flown out of play. Costello waits on deck if Lewison can reach here. Not a lot of wind. It is blowing in from right. What is blowing today? Kind of funky wind directions today with the rain. Another fastball right back up the middle, snagged by Tanner Clark at the mound. He'll flip to first, and it's a 1-2-3 second inning. Columbia City has no problem. Clark looking good through 2 innings. We go to the bottom of the second. It's Columbia City 1, Norwell nothing on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe free should mean free. Not kind of free. Completely free. That's exactly what our free and easy checking account is. Free of fees, free of hassles, free of catches. You also get a free Visa check card, free online banking, free mobile banking, free telephone banking, free text and email alerts, and free e-statements. You get all this when you sign up for free and easy checking from First Bank of Bern. It's that simple. First Bank of Bern. Member FDIC.
Back here at Columbia City, bottom of the second, Eagles up 1-0. What started as a very warm, muggy day has turned into an overcast, cooler afternoon. Just in the low 70s and a little bit of a breeze now as it picks up now and then, recorded at 10 miles an hour out of the northeast. It'll be the 6, 7, 8 for Columbia City to bat here. Mike Nodine, Zach Platt, Brendan Roberts, catcher, center fielder, DH respectively, and the 2-out double from Glasgow in the first, the only blemish for Tanner Clark to this point. He's looked good as the Eagles have backed him up defensively as well, and it's a strike call to Mike Nodine to lead off the inning. Nodine, a freshman, a 189 hitter on the year. There's a pitch high. He was a counter to ball and a strike. There's a ball outside. 2 balls and a strike to the leadoff batter, Nodine, here in the bottom of the second. The Eagles got on the board with some help from the Knights, but a couple of doubles would have scored him anyway. 3-1 now to Nodine. But a leadoff double for Columbia City, and then he came around to score on a stolen base of third and Clark error. And there's ball 4 down and in. Bohetta has walked the leadoff batter here in the second inning. 4 straight after a called strike to
now
Zach Platt.
Eagles, number 1, Zach Platt.
I think there's going to be courtesy runner for Columbia City. That is Trayton Lamont out there for the Eagles. Lamont, also a freshman, and again, it's a very young Columbia City team, so potentially, and again, already their best year, at least in the last 3, at 6-14 this year. But perhaps a bright future ahead here at Columbia City, a rebuilding program. going to be treated with new facilities here before you know it. A low pickoff throw sends Lamont back in with the head first slide. Bohetta has a couple of pickoff moves. He's got the step off the back and then a arm side sling. There's a ball low and in to Zach Platt. That's the one he chose there. The other, just the standard kick to first for the lefty. Here's a fastball popped up on the infield. Bohetta cruising back, Waybright towards the grass and hauls it in. A step onto the dirt for the first out of the second.
Now batting for the Eagles, number 8, Brendan Roberts.
So Platt is out on the pop-up to second, and the DH Roberts will step in. Brendan, a 273 hitter. Up and down the lineup, not a ton of balance for Columbia City. A lot on the shoulders of Tanner Clark, who's been mentioned. There's a swing and a miss on the first offering from Bohetta. It's a Columbia City team that's quite aggressive on the bases, has stolen nearly twice as many bags as the Knights. They've got Lamont picked off between first and second, and they've got him on the throw to second. He was going first move, and Bohetta came with a pickoff move. It went 1-3-4 on the pickoff, and now 2 gone, and the base is empty. This ball lined to left field, a base hit, and it gets by Costello, but not far enough. And one thing that was interesting that I noticed in Wallace, we'll get to it in a minute, as it's the third Columbia City hit of the day.
Now batting for the Eagles, number 2, Zach.
Bottom of the order, Zach Lonsberry steps in, but Costello lost a ball out there in left as the White Dandelions kind of playing with him a little bit. Had no idea the tall grass and the White Dandelions kind of made for some difficulty. If you don't have a good beat on it, then could become trouble here this afternoon. 1-0, a cut and a miss by Lonsberry to even the count at a ball and a strike. Lonsberry just 184 on the year, but a decent on-base percentage over 400. There's a ball in the dirt, fastball, blocked nicely by Clark. 2 balls and a strike, a shallow lead for Brendan Roberts over there at first, who has not stolen a bag on the season. There's a fastball high, 3 balls and a strike, and he's fallen behind and in danger of walking his second batter of the inning. The last walk was picked off. The courtesy runner, Trayton Lamont, picked off between first and second. And now the 3-1 to Lonsberry. Strike call, just right at the belt, outer edge. Good pitcher's pitch by Bohetta fills the count at 3-2. Trying to get out of this inning with no damage. And they've got him picked off again. They're running first move. It is going to be the second pickoff of the inning as Brendan Roberts is thrown out at second. So some bad base running in the bottom of the second cost Columbia City some opportunities. Bohetta picks off 2, and we go to the third. It's Columbia City 1, Norwell nothing. This is Norwell Baseball on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctors, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy, and IPT accepts all insurance coverage. With extended hours, we are open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offer same-day appointments. We have 17 conveniently located clinics with 7 in Fort Wayne and 1 each in Angola, Auburn, Bluffton, Columbia City, Goshen, Huntington, Kendallville, New Haven, and Warsaw. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. We will get you back to work, play, and life. Celebrating 29 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com.
Welcome back to Columbia City. The Eagles on top 1-0 as we enter the top of the third inning. The Knights will send Costello, Leidig, and Kohler to the plate, 8-9-1 in their order. And Corbin leads it off to be facing Tanner Clark, who has been very efficient in his first 2 innings of work. Just 23 pitches thrown, 17 for strikes. The 2-out double from Glasgow is only marked. And a fastball in the dirt picked off by Nodine, and Costello takes a ball, and Corbin on the year in limited at-bats, but now getting more consistently. Grounds this one towards third. It's booted there by Jordan Lee, and it'll be an error on Jordan Lee. Kind of took a tough hop on him, but it went right. It looked like it went off the left knee, and it'll be a leadoff base runner for the Knights as the Eagles commit their 70th error of the season and their first of the ball game. So that error mark continues to climb for Columbia City. Norwell's been relatively clean, although not so much consistency lately. There's a ball outside. Leidig was squared to bunt. Costello had to get back as Mike Nodine checked on him with a throw. Throw was not on target, though, so it allowed any opportunity for Columbia City to have Costello picked off to be negated. A ball and no strikes to Levi here. Nobody out. Top of the third. He squared to bunt again. This time he offered. The pitch was still down and out, and to leaving the count at a ball and a strike. Leidig, a good bunter, and you could maybe make some things happen with this thick infield grass here at Columbia City. The third baseman playing on the cutout, that's Jordan Lee down there at third, just committed the error. As the Knights trying to advance the tying run into scoring position. And he bunts this one foul, and Leidig is unable to get a bunt down. Unlikely at this stage in the ball game that we'll see the Knights try to bunt with 2 strikes, although we've seen them do it a number of times this year. Leidig not afraid to bunt with 2 out either. He did it at DeKalb last week, a 6-5 victory for the Knights to keep them perfect in the conference at the time. Led 6-1 going into the bottom of the 7th, and then Lewison gave up 4 and stranded the tying run at third. There's a fastball up and away, evens the count to 2-2. To the batter, Levi Leidig. Costello was bluffing on the play, but back to the 2-out bunt. He drove in a run and gave Norwell the lead 2-1. At the time, this ball flown into right toward the line. Lonsberry over to make a catch with one hand, and there's one gone here in the third. And the top of the order now up for the Knights in the form of Caleb Kohler. Caleb, the center fielder, struck out swinging, and, there's not a whole lot of storyline other than the fact that this kid's been striking out a lot over the last week and a half. Here's a fastball driven into right center field. It's shallow coming on, and it's going to drop for a base hit. Costello was moving on the play. He's on his way to third. It'll put runners on the corners after the one-out single from Caleb Kohler. And Caleb finally gets off the schneid, and he has had himself a single. Costello, I think it might have been a hit and run because that's not a pitch that Kohler normally swings at, as a very picky hitter, good at drawing walks, 13, good for best on the team. And the 2-hitter Garrett Waybright will step in with the Knights' best scoring opportunity of the ball game. Strike call, runner on the move. And Costello is safe. Oh, my goodness, he's called safe. Well, the Knights catch a huge break. It was called a strike, and here's the situation. The Knights had Caleb Kohler on the move on the play as he was running towards second. It was a fake throw by Mike Nodine, and they had Costello leaning a little bit. He swam around, and not a great angle here, but it's hard to believe that Jordan Lee missed him if that's the case. And Rob Bell out there talking to him about it right now, the base umpire, and they're discussing things. Although this is not a play where typically you see the umpires convene, but they are going to convene here. So Norwell could have themselves a base running mistake, and this would be huge. There's 1 out and 2 runners in scoring position at the moment. This is going to be a hard call to overturn just because of the nature of the call, and so it will stay what it is. And so it'll put runners on second and third with 1 out and a 1-strike count to Waybright. The stolen base credited to Kohler. And now the squeeze is on, and Costello's going to score a great bunt by Waybright. The throw to first, not in time. It gets away from Dalton Bell, and Norwell takes the lead. Garrett Waybright on his way to second. He's turning hard. He's headed towards third as it went all the way to the fence. And it's a Little League play as Garrett Waybright gets to third on the sacrifice bunt. The error by Columbia City plates 2, and the Knights have the lead. Well, it'll be a bunt single for Waybright.
17. Belden.
And now a run at third, a second error of the day. That ball driven to center field, a base hit off the bat of Belden Glasgow, and the Knights extend their lead as they finally come alive here in the top of the third. The fourth hit of the day makes it 3-1 as Belden drives in Waybright from third.
Now batting number 11, Ian Clark.
Ian Clark, the batter now for the Knights, takes a ball up and away. Officially a bunt single, E5 on the play. Waybright gets an RBI and then scores later on the base hit off the bat of Belden Glasgow. It's 1-1 now to Clark as he takes a called strike at the knees. Fastball high. Clark checked his swing. 2 balls and a strike. Belden not a base stealer out there for the Knights, and Norwell only 37 stolen bases on the year coming in, 38 with Kohler steal in the inning here. That ball's flown to right. Going down the line is Lonsberry again and makes a catch of a sinking ball that was headed towards the line for the second out.
Now batting number 3, Christian Bohada.
So it's been a quick inning as Columbia City has seen their lead disappear here on the back of a couple of defensive mistakes, a couple of hits, and they're going to bunt with 2 outs. Bohada bunts towards third. A sidearm throw from Jordan Lee is in time. The Knights tried to catch Columbia City napping with 2 outs, but nice defensive effort by Jordan Lee as he redeems himself after a couple errors in the inning. But Norwell comes up with 3 runs in the inning, that coming on 2 hits and a couple of Columbia City errors. We go to the bottom of the third. The Eagles trailing now 3-1 on WellsCountyVoice.com.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton. My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings. We're also providers of custom rapid weight loss programs. Lose weight fast now, 20, 30, 40 pounds, with a doctor-supervised weight loss system. To learn more or schedule an appointment, call Corrective Chiropractic today at 260-353-1400. Serving Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding area. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Now, welcome back to Columbia City. The Knights have made some surprising defensive changes here in the inning.
Belden Glasgow.
And we will have them for you here in just a moment. So here are the changes. Belden Glasgow goes to the mound from third. Caleb Kohler comes in from center to play third. Levi Leidig shifts from right to center. Logan House moves from first to right. And Christian Bohada, oh no, I take that back. So it's actually Bohada that went to right, and Logan House stays at first. They're going to get him some continued reps out there at first base. And so those are the changes. So Bohada only throwing 2 innings today, and I don't know if that was the plan all along, but didn't get a chance to talk to Coach McLean much before today's contest, but that may have been the plan coming in. And now since Norwell has taken the lead, they will throw Belden Glasgow, who had a really nice outing against Bishop Luers on Saturday in the semifinal. Lonsberry was at the plate when the runner Roberts was picked off, the second runner to be picked off in the inning at the time for Columbia City in the bottom of the second. Belden on the season in his 7th game now, pitching with a team-best 2.25 ERA. Here's a fastball driven towards the second baseman on a line, and it was sinking, but Garrett made a glove grab as it was headed towards the ground. His glove came in contact with the dirt, but he was able to get it before it hit the dirt first, and so a soft line out. And top of the order, Brendan Schopper steps in now. 1 away, but Glasgow with a 2-0 record as well. 13 strikeouts to 5 walks. A big bender misses off the plate. A lot of break to that pitch for Belden, just a sophomore, and a lot of A lot of green in front of the young man. A lot of potential here for the Knights. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and a strike now. Shopper doubled his first time up to lead off the offense for Columbia City. Sees a fastball high and tight. Tanner Clark now at 39 pitches through 3, so still not a bad number at all, but gave up a 3-run third, and only 2 of those were earned. The first one was not. Fastball, swing and a miss as Shopper was late. Cam Harris waits on deck for the Eagles as they try to rebound. Norwell has taken the lead. Glasgow does not work with as much pace as Bohada, but nonetheless likes to pound the zone. A breaking ball in the dirt, swung at and missed. Clark will have to throw to first to complete the strikeout. He does this time. The first time it got away from him on a wild pitch drop third, but no problem this time as Clark keeps the ball in front of him, and 2 are gone.
13, Cam Harris.
And here is Cam Harris now. Harris grounded out 6-3 in the bottom of the first inning. And stands in now and takes a ball low. Tried a fastball. Harris, 235 hitter on the year. Another member of the large junior class on this Columbia City team. There's a fastball down and away, 2-0. And we talked about earlier on how it was just one single senior, that's Zach Lonsberry, that gets a lot of playing time. He hits in the 9 spot for the Eagles. So the rest is, it's interesting with a team like that, but 6 wins on the year, and that's certainly an improvement over where this club was at last year, as that's fouled out of play, 2-1. But sometimes you see teams struggle without a lot of senior leadership. This Eagle team has done a nice job, though, without that, and next year we'll have a number of seniors, assuming everybody comes back. 2-1 to Cam Harris with 2 outs, bases empty here, bottom of the third of a 3-1 game. Well, there's some arm side run on that pitch, and it finds the strike zone 2-2. Belden has a lot of movement so far today. We're situated at ground level behind the plate here at Columbia City today. Off speed, driven to left field, down the line. That's going to drop in for a base hit and go all the way to the fence. Extra bases for Cam Harris here with 2 out, as he will stop at second with a double. Third double for Columbia City of the day, as they continue to hit for extra bases. They've hit pretty well today.
Tanner Clark.
Certainly does not look like a team that's only hitting .279 on the year, as they've doubled now thrice in the ball game. Tanner Clark steps in, and a dangerous man to have at the plate, doubled right down the line past a diving Glasgow at the time at third, right over the bag. And the Knights probably won't give him anything good here. Fastball down. And I got to think that the Knights are going to try to keep him away as much as possible here in this particular at-bat, and maybe try their luck with Bryce Martin. Clark set up outside again. Here's another fastball. Ball 2. Just missing, but not a bad spot to miss if you're Belden. I think Coach McLean realizes that the 542 numbers have held true so far in the ball game. Here for Clark after that leadoff double. This ball slapped to right field, a base hit past the diving glove of Waybright. Now the runner being thrown, waved around. The throw to the plate is not in time. The relay from Bohada to House. The throw is in the dirt. It's an RBI single for Tanner Clark, and Columbia City gets a run back.
Now batting for the Eagles, number 12, Bryce Martin.
5th hit of the day for Columbia City, 2nd for Tanner Clark, and that was not a bad pitch, as it was on the outside edge, and Clark just took it the other way. Nice piece of hitting and drives in a run. And so Martin reached on the drop third wild pitch last time at the plate. And swings and misses at the first pitch that broke and finished in the dirt. But this is a Clark kid that I'm telling you, he could do everything. He's leading the team in on-base percentage average, stolen bases, doubles, homers, RBIs, innings pitched, ERA, and strikeouts. Here's a little tapper right in front of the plate. Glasgow calling off Clark, makes a quick throw, and a really nice play by Belden Glasgow as he took it right off the infield grass and realized the fact that Martin was streaking down the line and throws him out by half a step. So Columbia City gets a run back on the Tanner Clark 2-out single. We are through 3. It's Norwell 3, Columbia City 2. This is Norwell Baseball on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you, or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
Top of the fourth here at Columbia City. Knights leading 3-2. 3 runs, 4 hits, an error for Norwell. 2 runs, 5 hits, a couple errors for Columbia City. A ball low leads off the fourth inning from Tanner Clark, Braggy, Lewis, and Costello. 6, 7, 8 due up here in the inning for the Knights. There's a low strike called, and Braggy shaking his head as he disagrees with it, but it found right at the bottom of the knees. And he pops up the 1-1. Shallow center, and the left fielder, Bryce Martin, calling everybody off, and he hauls it in for the first out.
Now batting number 15, Cole Lewison.
You know, it's hard to argue from the strike zone from anywhere, but whether that is called a strike consistently or not, at the high school level, that's going to be given more often than not. And Lewison grounds the first pitch weakly towards third on the infield grass. Lee with the throw. And 2 are gone. He almost pulled Bell off the bag, but a nice stretch by Dalton for the second out.
Now batting number 5, Corbin Costello.
So let's see, 2 outs on 4 pitches here in the fourth inning. And Coach McLean, as per tradition, it's worth mentioning at least once a game that with the first 2 batters in the inning being retired rather quickly, he's going to have a quick offensive conference with the next batter trying to throw Tanner Clark, tonight's starter, off the rhythm. And Costello steps in. The pitch is outside a ball. Costello reached on the air to lead off the action in the top of the third. Ball 2 in the dirt. Norwell certainly not in dominant fashion so far at any point today, but still lead the ball game 3-2, and there's ball 3 down and out. Norwell has some more bullpen action, and it's Logan House down there in the pen for the Knights, the righty sophomore, currently at first base and being DH'd for today. 3-0, strike call, Costello taking all the way. Corbin, not a guy that draws a lot of walks, only he's only drawn 2 walks on the season in 19 games at the dish, and he flies this one towards right center. It's going to hold up for Lonsberry. He's under it and hauls it in. It's another 1-2-3 inning for Tanner Clark as the Knights go down in order. We are through 3.5. It's Norwell 3, Columbia City 2 on WellsCountyVoice.com.
At Corrective Chiropractic, we offer individualized treatment plans for patients of all ages, from infants to elderly, and even during pregnancy. Have you ever experienced a workplace, sports, or auto accident, or just keep suffering from chronic pain? Corrective Chiropractic can help. Knee, neck, shoulder, or back pain, headaches, migraines, allergies, muscular tension? Corrective Chiropractic can help.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic, serving Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding area to help you feel and function better. Schedule your appointment today at 260-353-1400 and let Corrective Chiropractic help you along your journey to health and wellness. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Norwell leading 3-2 as we go to the bottom of the fourth here at Columbia City after the second 3-up, 3-down inning for Tanner Clark. In the top half of this inning, second and fourth were down in order for the Knights. They made their hay in the top of the third. Jordan Lee, the batter, to lead it off. 5, 6, 7 due up. Mike Nodine, Zach Platt for Columbia City will follow Lee here in this bottom of the fourth. Lee grounded out, 3 unassisted his first time up. It was a weak grounder to the first base side, and he swings and misses. The first offering from Belden Glasgow is out there for his second inning on the bump. Through 17 pitches in his first inning of work, relieving Bohada after 2. 11 of those were for strikes. And a bender never broke, and it's a ball and a strike as he left it up. Belden looking for more consistency, as will likely be a starter in the rotation next year in the regular rotation. Has been used several times as a starter this year, as it's ball 2 in the dirt, and it got by Clark back to the fence. But I think now every time we go on the road, it kind of, you feel spoiled, as Norwell with that new screen behind the backstop eliminates a lot of obstructions from poles. As it's a swing and a miss, Lee, the pitch was up and in, too. But this is a nice sight line here at Columbia City. Not a lot of poles to deal with, and we're in a really good location. Breaking ball, called strike 3. That was a perfect pitch as it landed right at the bottom of the knees, and Lee is fanned, and one is gone.
The Eagles, number 15, Mike Nodine.
So that is the second punch-out for Glasgow, third of the day for Norwell pitching, and Mike Nodine steps in with one out. Bender called ball 1, left it up above the belt. He walked first time up. Nodine not a lot of walks on the year either, only 3 coming into the ball game on the season, and it's outside 2-0. So if you're Glasgow, you got to think about throwing him a strike and seeing what Nodine can do. Only a 189 hitter as a freshman. And he's behind him 2-0. Strike call, inner edge, a fastball. As Belden lost his hat momentarily. Last time we were at Columbia City, we saw Ryan Tomlin lose his hat a number of times. Tomlin, a guy that had his hat come off nearly every pitch with the long hair. There's a swing and a miss, 2-2. Remember some gripes from the Eagle faithful in that ball game. Of course, it ultimately did not change a whole lot. But Tomlin had pretty long hair, and it was a windy day last time here in Whitley County. 2-2. I don't know what Nodine... I think maybe he was arguing that there should have been catcher obstruction, but he's saying it was foul tipped into the glove. 2 are gone. So, whatever the case may be, Nodine is out of there, and 2 strikeouts here in the inning. And Zach Platt will step in with 2 gone, and the base is empty. Platt flew out, popped out rather, to Waybright on the back of the infield dirt first time up. Takes a breaking ball, called a strike, bottom of the zone. A lot of break to that pitch for Glasgow today. He's really got the breaking ball working. It's something that it's definitely, he's got 2 pitches, 2 solid pitches anyway. There's strike 2, as that was Platt bending out of the way. And Glasgow's ahead 0-2. The Knights will send Leidig, Kohler, and Waybright in the order to the 5th inning. And I think oh boy, everybody was walking off the infield. That was called a ball. It finished just a little inside. Another breaking ball, as Platt has just been had his knees buckled all 3 times, and now he might come back with a fastball. There it is, and he blew it by him, and Glasgow strikes out the side. A perfect 4th for Belden Glasgow. That was a nice inning on 14 pitches. We're through 4 complete. The Knights still leading 3-2. This is Norwell Baseball on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in northern Indiana. Are you suffering from chronic pain? Maybe you just had a knee replacement, or are an athlete injured during a recent game, or just someone who tweaked your back perfecting your golf swing. Choose IPT for your physical therapy. IPT is a cost-effective therapy provider who accepts all insurance plans. We offer the highest credentialed and most reputable staff in the area. We're open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and can schedule you the same day you call. You can find any of our 17 Indiana Physical Therapy locations near you and know that we will assist you in getting you back to work, play, and life. Contact IPT or your physician to start your therapy today. Celebrating 29 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com.
Back here at Columbia City, Norwell leading 3-2 as we head to the top of the 5th inning. Now, we've only played 50 minutes here in the ball game. We are moving on in a very, very nice pace. The Knights played 2 games under 90 minutes on Saturday, as Levi Leidig will lead off the inning. And it's good to see here at this time of the year. Everybody's got their best guys on the mound and working quickly. Everybody should kind of have a clue what they're doing here as we are in our last week of the regular season. Leidig skies the first pitch towards left. That's a mile high. Under it is Bryce Martin, and he makes the catch for the first out on 1 pitch.
Now batting number 2, Caleb Kohler.
And Caleb Kohler, the batter now. But, Norwell played the first game in 84 minutes and the championship in 85 minutes. Both went 7 innings. Breaking ball in the dirt. As Kohler looking to kind of build some momentum here after his single last time up. Moved Waybright to third. A foul tip into the glove for a strike. Clark has been pretty solid on the mound today. He's had a really nice ball game so far. The only problems he had was in the third. That ball flown into center fairly deep. Going back is Platt towards the wall. He looks up, and that is off the wall. No, it's gone. It went over the wall, a late signal as we were obstructed, but it is a home run for Caleb Kohler as he barrels one up and extends the Norwell lead to 4-2. That's Norwell's 5th hit of the ball game, and Kohler.
Batting number 16, Garrett Waybright.
Gets his 2nd homer of the season. And good to see him get back on track here. Now 2 for 3 on the day, and that could be a big run. We're in a low-scoring affair. Neither team hitting the ball with a lot of consistency, and Norwell now in front 4-2. Waybright takes a ball in the dirt from Clark. 2nd pitch high, 2 balls and no strikes. That ball was hit hard off the bat. Chased Platt back, but with the wind slightly blowing in, didn't know if that was going to get out. There's a get-me-over fastball at the knees, called a strike. But just remember, 339 out there in center. So actually, instead of going to the alleys, which are of similar distance, you want to go to center here, and you're okay doing it. That ball lined to left field, a base hit for Waybright. And he barreled it up. So back-to-back hits here for the Knights here in the 5th inning. As Waybright gets his 2nd hit of the day, the other of the bunt single variety. And here's Belden Glasgow now. Garrett, not a guy that hits for a lot of power, just likes to take one to left. That's just the hit you'll see him have more often than not. Ripped towards first off the glove of Dalton Bell into right field, but it was very hard hit. And Waybright's going to take third as the ball died in shallow right. And they'll put runners on the corners. A 3rd straight hit for the Knights as Glasgow gets his 3rd hit of the day.
Now batting number 11, Ian Clark.
So it kind of seems like Tanner Clark so far today has gone on stretches where the Knights have gone a long time between hits, but at times Norwell, as they've now hit him 3 times in a row here in the top of the order, top third, Fastball high, and the runner on the move, and Bellin will be in there without a throw. The catcher, Mike Nodine, tried the same play he did in the, what was that? I think it was the second inning. That ball flown into right center field in the gap. It's going to drop for a base hit. Ian Clark has scored Garrett Waybright. Glasgow being held at third. It is an RBI single for Ian Clark, and it's 5-2. And 4 consecutive hits as the Knights kind of racking up the hits here.
Christian Bohada.
Just found the gap. And we will have a pitching visit, I believe, by the Eagle coaching staff. While we do have a moment, we'll go ahead and take a break and return. This is Norwell Baseball on WellsCountyVoice.com.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe in the American dream of owning a home. Having a space you can call your own. In fact, we've helped people realize that dream for over 125 years. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, refinance an existing loan, or move into something a little bigger, we believe our lending experts have the local knowledge and experience to help make your dream a reality. Apply online at firstbankofbern.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back here at Columbia City, we're in the top of the fifth. Caleb Kohler led off the inning with a home run. In fact, actually, it was with one out as Lighting popped up to start the inning. But Kohler got the solo shot with one out to make it 4-2, and that was followed by 3 straight singles by the Knights, as they've now made it 5-2. Runners still on the corners with one out, and Christian Bohada the batter. Tanner Clark still on the mound for Columbia City, squaring to bunt. The pitch is called a high strike. They're going to throw down to second, and it gets into center field. And Norwell's going to get another run here. Clark is going to take third on the play. It's Columbia City kind of coming unraveled here in the 5th inning. Norwell's made it 6-2. That's another error, E2 on the play. It was a stolen base for Clark. And then he took third on the error. And so another run 90 feet away. They're going to try to squeeze him home. Bohada bunts it in the shortstop hole, and that's going to be a base hit. It's a bunt single for Christian Bohada as he scores Clark from third, and he makes it 7-2. And the Knights have their 9th hit of the ball game.
Now batting number 6, Garrison Brady.
What happened on that play, Bohada actually got under it a little bit. Tanner Clark was trying to come off the side of the mound to make a grab, but he went face first. Trying to come off the mound. He's okay, it seems. Bohada's on the move on the first pitch. That is tagged to right field and over the head of Zach Lonsberry. Bragi has extra bases. Bohada being held at third. It'll be a double for Garrison Bragi, and the Knights are on fire offensively. That'll put 2 more runners in scoring position. That's the 10th hit of the day. And Tanner Clark had been cruising for a long period of time and is now finding himself in some deep trouble as the Knights threatening to run away with this one. They lead it 7-2. Logan House is going to hit for himself here, which tells me that he might come in onto the mound here in the bottom of the 5th inning. We've seen Bohada for 2 and Glasgow for 2. So this will remove the DH for the remainder of the ball game. Lewison gets a couple at bats. But Logan will step in here. Logan on the season, just .222 on the year. Team worst of those who are in a reasonable amount of time. But has had his moments on the year. House will step out. Bohada playing with the pitcher Tanner Clark. Columbia City not holding him on, but Bohada just kind of dancing over there at third. Clark took a long look, trying to get him to balk and score another run, at least get him to think about it. Clark staring him down. Finally comes to the plate. It's a fastball low. So Norwell has a couple RBI opportunities waiting out there at second and third in the forms of Bragi and Bohada. It's ball 2 to House. Costello waits on deck. Corbin can hit for some power. The Knights have just torn up Clark here in this 5th inning. Another fastball drilled to the right side and foul. 2-1. But Norwell looking to extend that lead. It has been a close ball game for the entirety. The Eagles had led 1-0 through 2. Another fastball grounded to the right side under the glove of Cam Harris. This will score 2 as Breggy is going to score on the play. It's a 2-run single for Logan House, and he makes it 9-2. 11th Norwell hit, and they have busted it wide open here in the 5th inning. And the Knights are going to hit around in this 5th inning. 6 runs are in. Costello, the batter, 0 for 2, reached on an error, flew out to Lonsberry in right center his last time up. First pitch, fastball at the eyes, and Clark has kind of lost a lot of what he's had here. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's given up 7 hits in this inning. And he throws away a pickoff throw to the first. This might be 2 bases for House. He's going to stop at second, as Coach Andy McLean will give him the stop sign. If the ball game's not 9-2, he might think about third, and that'll be the 4th Columbia City error as they rack him up here. And Clark, just a simple pickoff throw and threw it over the first baseman. Bell just a little, not quite tall enough to get to that one. That ball lined to left center, a base hit as it drops in front of Martin. House being waved around third. The throw is going to come to the plate. It's up the line. Costello has a single, takes second on the throw, and Norwell leads it 10-2. Wow, how quickly has this thing gotten away from Tanner Clark, who was looking at a quality start and has given up 7 in the 5th inning. The Knights have batted around. We've reached the 60-minute mark in the ball game, and they now have a very comfortable 10-2 lead. And Leidig will step in, the 9 batter. He's in center field at the moment. Started the game in right, but when Belden came to the mound, Kohler came in to play third, and so he's in center right now, and he has an RBI opportunity. Costello out there at second. There's a fastball, called a strike, just below the letters. And the top of the order looms on deck again for the Knights, and that was Kohler who homered in this inning. Another fastball, grounded foul, this one towards the third base side, and it'll be 0-2. Clark now at 69 pitches on the afternoon. 47 of those have been for strikes. And the 0-2 to Levi. Fastball high. Couldn't get Leidig to chase. Popped up to start this inning to the left fielder, Bryce Martin. Bender just missed high. Both Clark and Nodine wanted it. Clark really wanted it. And giving a look in to the home plate umpire. And now the 2-2. Another bender, and this ball's popped up again. This is going to be playable for Bryce Martin as he's under it and makes the grab. 2 are gone. Leidig has recorded both outs here in this 5th inning. He's just gotten under it 3 times today.
Batting number 2, Caleb Kohler.
And here's Kohler. And theoretically, Norwell could potentially have themselves an early exit if they're able to get a couple more here in this 5th inning. Kohler homered to start the inning off. Clark has given up 8 hits in this inning and 7 Norwell runs. There's another run waiting out there at second for the Knights in the face of Costello, and it's a ball high to Kohler. Caleb struck out his first time, but since then has looked very good. Single homer since. Back-to-back high fastballs to Kohler for 2 straight balls. Garrett Waybright waits on deck if Caleb can reach here in this 5th inning. This is the 11th batter of the inning, and it's a fastball that's popped up. Right field, Zach Lonsberry coming on. Shallow, hauls it in, and the side is retired. But Norwell's best inning in a long time. They come up with 7 runs on 8 hits. They leave 1. We go to the bottom of the 5th. The Knights now have a commanding 10-2 lead on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you, or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org. It's Friday fun every Friday afternoon from 3 to 6 p.m. at the Bowling Center in Bluffton. Only $1 per game and 50 cents for shoes from 3 to 6 every Friday. Parents, don't forget the Bowling Center hosts birthday parties as well as company parties. The Bowling Center, located at 1231 South Scott Street in Bluffton with 22 lanes, leagues for youth, men, and women, and a full snack shop. Enjoy Friday fun every Friday afternoon from 3 to 6 p.m. at the Bowling Center in Bluffton.
Now back here at Columbia City, we may have learned some things here during the break, and never know what you're going to learn, especially on the road. But Brendan Roberts will lead it off here in the bottom of the 5th. Takes a ball from Belvin Glasgow, who's back out there for his 3rd inning of work. Apparently, the reason that Clark's ERA might be as low as it is at the moment Columbia City official scorer has Clark with only being charged with 1 single earned run of the 10. And that's obviously not correct, as there's a swing and a miss. 9 of the 10 are actually earned here in this ball game. The only unearned run would have come on the leadoff error back in the 3rd inning. It was a ground ball that allowed that runner to reach. That's the only time that a run would be unearned, is if it was a leadoff error to allow the base runner that never would have reached in the first place. Here's a little ground ball towards short. A high hop to Breggy, and he throws it away. And Brendan Roberts on his way to second. E6. And the leadoff man is in scoring position for the Eagles.
Now batting for the Eagles, number 2, Zach Lonsberry.
Well, Breggy had to throw on the run there, but just didn't take his time and threw it wide of the bag, up the line. And he has now committed a team worst 6 errors on the season. And a quick, and I mean quick, meeting at the mound by the team. But Andy McLean was not part of that meeting. That was a defensively called meeting. Lonsberry, the 9 batter, steps in, lined out softly to Waybright, first time up. Be followed by the top of the order in Shopper. And the first pitch, another fastball, swing and a miss. A lot of cuts and misses by Columbia City's offense here. Since Belden has entered the ball game, they look to be a little more comfortable with Bohetta on the mound. But Belden has thrown a lot of nasty breaking pitches. And the Eagles have not been able to catch up with the fastballs either. The 0-1. Another fastball, called a strike. On the outside black, right at the knees. Columbia City has played a couple of teams that Norwell has. 2 common opponents on the season. We'll get to those in just a minute. The 0-2 to Lonsberry. Breaking pitch, called, strike 3. And Lonsberry is out of there for the first out.
Now batting for Columbia City, number 4, Brendan Shopper.
Top of the order, Shopper steps in. Concordia and Carroll, the 2 common opponents. Columbia City took Concordia to 8 innings and lost 4-3, and lost to Carroll 10-0. 2 similar results, as a strike call to Shopper on an off-speed pitch. Norwell lost to Concordia 2-1 early on in the season, and lost to Carroll 11-2. So 2 similar results. A couple of 1-run losses to Concordia and blowout losses to Carroll. Another off-speed, just missed off the plate, a ball and a strike. Brendan Roberts out there at second after the leadoff error by the shortstop Breggy put him in scoring position. The Knights leading 10-2 in the bottom of the fifth. Glasgow's offering another off-speed, grounded towards third, just wide of the bag. And it'll be 1-2 as just missed extra bases did Shopper. Columbia City wrapping up their conference slate today. A 1-5 campaign so far. Their only win coming over East Noble, 2-0. Otherwise, blowout losses in 4 of their 5. That is another breaking pitch that broke really late, and a good eye by Shopper and smothered by Clark behind the plate. But a couple of blowout losses, Leo and DeKalb, 18 and 24-0, respectively. A 10-run loss to Belmont as well. A really good outing against Huntington North, losing just 6-5. As there's the ball in the dirt. Huntington is the number 1 team in the state this week in the Class 4A rankings, IHS BCA polls, and number 1 overall as well. So both of these teams had to go through them in the conference. Both gave good contests. Huntington hasn't blown out anybody in the conference. Payoff pitch to Shopper. Just missed off the plate. Belden wanted it and did not get the call, and it'll put 2 runners on with 1 out.
Now batting for Columbia City, number 13, Cam Harris.
First free base issued by Glasgow on the afternoon, and Cam Harris, the batter now for Columbia City. Harris 1 for 2, a ground out to short, double down the left field line, his last time up. And a fastball driven to center field, and they had him shaded to the left side, but coming on is Bohada to make the grab. He ran it down in the gap. 2 gone.
Now batting for the Eagles, number 9, Tanner Clark.
So runners hold, 2 gone. Tanner Clark steps in, 2 for 2. Has a chance to release some of the frustration that was built up in the top of the inning on the mound. And he's already had a double and a single. Looking to drive in a run or 2 here for Columbia City. Off speed, called ball 1. It's not missing by a whole lot, but just off the plate. The outside corner has not been generously given here this afternoon. It's been pretty tight out there. Knees have been given fairly consistently, but not the outer edge. 1-0. That's a fastball in the dirt. Bounces in there, 2-0. 46 pitches for Glasgow now, 28 for strike. Clark had 75 through 5, but it'd be hard to believe if he comes out for a 6th, although there's no action in the Columbia City bullpen. They're already allowing 10 runs on the day. Now, he laid that fastball in there, and it's flown towards the gap, and that's going to drop. You can't do that to Tanner Clark as 1 run is in. The second run being waved around. Waybright's throw is not going to be in time. 2-run, 2-out double for Tanner Clark. And you could see that coming a mile away. A guy that's hitting over 500, nearly 550. And you lay a 2-0 fastball that finished middle. And he barrels it up for a double. Now 3 for 3 on the day. That was right towards the gap. 2 runs came in on the play. He makes it 10-4 now. This has been a long inning. 9 runs have scored, 7 for the Knights, 2 for the Eagles. And Bryce Martin, the batter, bends out of the way of a breaking pitch, called a strike.
Let's go, Bryce.
Martin has reached once on the drop third strike wild pitch, nearly reached a second time on the ground out to Glasgow, sat right in front of the plate, and Belden called Clark off, made a really nice defensive play. There's a fastball, called a strike on the outside black, and he's ahead of Martin 0-2. Heart of the order due up for Norwell when we get to the 6th inning. Belden trying to work out of the 5th after allowing a couple. It's a ground ball sent towards third. Deep in the hole, Kohler, a 1-hopper, and it gets away from House. And we might have, I don't know if it'll be obstruction or not, just kind of a train wreck play. The run's going to come across to score. It's going to make it 10-5 on the error by Kohler. And so that'll be Norwell's 3rd error of the day. They have not been clean defensively today. And so Columbia City asking about obstruction.
Number 14, Jordan
But that's not what it is. His house was taken into the baseline trying to make a play on the ball, so there's no obstruction on the play, even though there was contact made and Martin took a spill. He'll still be at first here. And there's a short stoppage. Not sure what the issue is. But we're back ready now. Columbia City has now answered Norwell 7 with 3 of their own in the bottom of the 5th. And they've kind of made it a ball game again, hanging around 10-5. And still a couple innings left. A little tapper right in front of the plate. It stays fair. And Clark will throw out Jordan Lee at first. And the inning is over. Columbia City comes up with a 2-run double off the bat of Tanner Clark. And then an error allows another run to score. They make it 10-5 through 5. This is Norwell Baseball on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
At Corrective Chiropractic, we offer individualized treatment plans for patients of all ages, from infants to elderly, and even during pregnancy. Have you ever experienced a workplace, sports, or auto accident, or just keep suffering from chronic pain? Corrective Chiropractic can help. Knee, neck, shoulder, or back pain, headaches, migraines, allergies, muscular tension? Corrective Chiropractic can help.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic, serving Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding area to help you feel and function better. Schedule your appointment today at 260-353-1400 and let Corrective Chiropractic help you along your journey to health and wellness. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Now, welcome back to Columbia City. A couple of defensive changes for the Eagles. Tanner Clark has exited off the bump, and Trayton Lamont is on to pitch now for Columbia City. Okay. So that will, I believe, push Zach Platt to right, correct? Okay. So Platt goes to right, and Zach Lonsberry's out of the game. So those are the defensive changes. Trayton Lamont on the mound now in relief for Tanner Clark, who moves to center. And Lamont on the season has thrown in just 2 games and a total of 7 innings of work. He has an ERA of 8 flat, 5 strikeouts to 4 walks on the season, and he'll face 2-3-4 Waybright, Glasgow, Clark here in the top of the 6th inning. As the Knights try to get a couple back, they led 10-2 going into the bottom of the 5th after exploding for 7 in the 5th. And Waybright leads it off 2 for 3, ground out, 6-3, bunt single to left last time up. Yes, Norwell has tallied 12 hits off the starter Tanner Clark, and he takes a ball high. Waybright's batting for the 3rd time in the last 2 innings. He batted twice. There's a strike, outer edge. Mike Nodine still behind the plate for Columbia City. We'll see if Eli Riley enters the ball game at any time today for the Knights. 1-1 to Garrett. Is a fly ball sent towards center. Coming on is Tanner Clark, and he makes the catch. 1 away. Might have been fooled off the bat a little bit. It was slicing towards the right side, kind of jogged toward the spot, but eventually made the catch.
Now batting, number 17, Belden Glasgow.
And Glasgow, who has hit all 3 places on the field. The first, he's gone around the horn. The first time it was a double down the line, then a single up the middle, and a single down the right field line. So he's gone all over the place today. And a ball to lead off the at-bat. Belden was a .333 hitter coming in. He has at times led the team in average, but struggled a little bit as of late. Grounds this pitch foul. Got up underneath Nodine at the plate, 1-1. But, yeah, Belden, a guy that this kid's going to hit for a lot of power when he is an upperclassman and just a sophomore. Tied for the team lead already in doubles, and he hammers this pitch towards right. Going back is Zach Platt. He's not going to get there. It's up against the wall. Extra bases again for Belden Glasgow as he cruises in with a 1-out double. And the 4th hit of the day for Belden. Well, he is having himself an afternoon at the dish, and Ian Clark will step in behind him, the cleanup hitter. 1 for 3, couple of flyouts and a single for the catcher today. Single his last time up, came to right center, scored a run. And fastball grounded towards short. Two-hopper there. Shopper up with it. Throw is enough to get Clark as Bell had to stretch again, this time to the right side. And Clark advances the runner 90 feet closer, but 2 are out now here in the 6th inning.
Now batting number 3, Christian Bohada.
And Christian Bohada will step in. Christian on the day, a 1-for-3 afternoon. Hasn't left the infield yet. Tried bunting twice, and a fastball outer edge called a strike. He bunted the first time he bunted was with 2 out. The last time was a bunt single. It's another squeeze play. Bouncing ball to first. Gobbled up there as Dalton Bell smothered it with the midsection and steps on the bag as he jogs off with the smile. And the Knights leave a runner at third. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's Norwell 10, Columbia City 5. This is Norwell Baseball on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in northern Indiana. Are you suffering from chronic pain? Maybe you just had a knee replacement, or are an athlete injured during a recent game, or just someone who tweaked your back perfecting your golf swing. Choose IPT for your physical therapy. IPT is a cost-effective therapy provider who accepts all insurance plans. We offer the highest credentialed and most reputable staff in the area. We're open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and can schedule you the same day you call. You can find any of our 17 Indiana Physical Therapy locations near you and know that we will assist you in getting you back to work, play, and life. Contact IPT or your physician to start your therapy today. Celebrating 29 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com.
Welcome back to Columbia City. We're in the bottom of the 6th, and the Knights have made a number of defensive changes once again here. Logan House comes off of first to come to the mound and relieve. Belden Glasgow is currently in line for the win. Belden goes over to third. Caleb Kohler's pushed back out to center. Levi Leidig to right. Those are the defensive changes for Norwell as they have not used any subs today. Everything's just been position changes, which is unusual of the Knights, but Coach McLean feels like he's got everybody in the ball game that needs to be in.
Leading it off for the Eagles, number 15, Michael.
And Mike Nodine leads it off, the catcher. 0 for 1, walk strikeout for Nodine today.
Let's go, Mike.
10 runs on 13 hits for Norwell, 5 runs, 6 hits for Columbia City. 8 hits and 7 runs in the 5th inning for the Knights. A strike that split the plate in half on a fastball. Another fastball called strike 2 at the knees as House is attacking Nodine. Clark knows that Nodine has not put a ball in play yet today, so you got to throw him a strike. Give him a chance to hit. Set up outside, wave and a miss, and down on 3 pitches is Nodine. Well, they made quick work with him of him on 3 fastballs. And Zach Platt, the batter now. This is the 6, 7, 8 in the Columbia City order. And House works with a ton of pace, and it's a fastball. It's popped up. It'll float out of play. House's numbers on the year in 9 games, 25 innings, ERA of 3.64, 28 Ks, 16 walks, a record of 1-1. His only loss on the season coming against Jay County last week, a 6-5 Norwell loss. Only lasted 3 innings in that ball game, as he evens a count at 1-1 with the high fastball to Platt. But 3 innings, gave up all 6 runs in the contest. Fouled straight back to the screen, 1-2. But Norwell came back, made a late charge, nearly came back to defeat Jay County as they scored 4 runs late, but left the tying run at third in the 6th and lost 6-5. Likely a sectional preview. Oh, and that bender ran up and in to Zach Platt, and it hit him right off the helmet. Now tried a bender, and it slipped off of his hand. This is the first breaking ball we've seen House try to throw today. And here is Brendan Roberts.
Landon Markins.
Check it. We've got a pinch hitter for Columbia City. It's Landon Markins, wears number 21 for the Eagles, and getting his third at-bat of the season. Or check that. 2 for 8 on the year. That's Kilgore. That's 0 for 2. Markins is 2 for 8. He's just a freshman. Driven in 4. But does not look it as a good build for a freshman. But he will pinch hit here for Columbia City. The Eagles in their home maroon with white trim, gold numbers. Norwell in their road navy blue, Vegas gold trim. Script Norwell across the front and gold numbers. Gray pants for both teams today. And we're finally ready. The changes have been recorded. It's a 10-5 ball game. 1 out, bottom of the 6th. Landon Markins the batter. Zach Platt at first for Columbia City. After the hit by pitch, and it's a fastball on the inner half that's fouled out of play. The parking situation also unique here at Columbia City. It's really an interesting ballpark because you have to drive back here to get to it near the football field on the other side. Of course, Norwell familiar with the football field as a number of games have been played up here, sectional games as well. There's a fastball, call a strike at the bottom of the zone. But it's a gravel path to get back here, and then it's parking in the grass on a hill just outside of the football field. And don't think anybody dared to park to the right side in foul territory today. 1-2 to Markins as it was a fastball off the plate. Just a short lead off of first for Platt. The 1-2. Fastball grounded towards third, could be 2. Belden to second for 1. Relay to first. Waybright. Oh, he pulls Bohat off the bag, and the Knights won't get a double play. It was a tailor-made double play, and it should have been 5-4-3. Waybright could not get on top of the baseball, so 2 are gone. And Bohata tried to stretch, but it popped out of his glove. A fielder's choice allows Markins to reach.
22, Triton Lamont.
That ball sat down right on the grass. And so Platt is forced out at second. 2 are gone. And here's Lonsberry. Takes a strike. Inner edge. Or it's Lamont. Yeah, that's right, because he came into the game for him last inning. Trayton Lamont getting his first at bat of the day. A .294 hitter. There's a fastball high. Ball and a strike. House looking for a clean inning here, although he did hit Markins on a breaking ball. There's a swing and a miss, and I'm telling you, he's going to showcase the 12-6 right here to Trayton Lamont. We haven't seen it. It saved for once, and it slipped out of his hand. Ran up and in to Markins, hit him right on the back of the helmet, but I'm guessing Clark's calling for it here. The 1-2. No, he came with a fastball and struck him out. Fooled the broadcaster, fooled the hitter, and the side is retired in the 6th. It's a 10-5 Norwell lead as we go to the final inning of play on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
Every team knows that the double play can be a winning move. That's why me, Kevin Beatty, State Farm Agent, and my team are here to help you turn 2 by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help life go right. Call me, Kevin Beatty, at 824-1928.
A new adventure awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us. Each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light. Any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
Welcome back to Columbia City. We enter the final inning of play. Norwell leads Columbia City 10-5 here in a Northeast State battle. Columbia City, their last game in the conference. Norwell looking to improve to 5-1, have their conference finale coming up on Thursday afternoon against East Noble. Breggy leads off the inning, grounds the first pitch foul against Trayton Lamont, who's back out there for his second inning of work, relieving Tanner Clark, who went 5 innings in the start and allowed all 10 Norwell runs, 9 of them earned. Breggy be followed by House and Costello here in this 7th inning. Rips this one foul again, 0-2. Breggy's been ahead of both of Lamont's offerings. Trayton threw 9 pitches in the 6th inning and 7 for strikes. House had a 15-pitch 6th, 11 for strikes. Nice inning for Logan. Ooh, a swing and a miss as he went up and away with a fastball, and Breggy's out of there on 3 pitches.
Now batting number 10, Logan House.
So Lamont gets Breggy to chase. Logan House steps in, 1 for 1. Caden Mann actually on deck for the Knights. He's looking to pinch hit for Costello here in this 7th inning. And a fastball is grounded up the middle. Gloved by Shopper, a routine throw, and 2 are out. So the pinch hitter is Caden Mann for Norwell.
Number 35, Caden Mann.
Caden wears number 35 for the Knights. Entering for Costello. We'll see if he stays in the game in left or if he has subbed out or if Costello re-enters. Norwell, it looks like Costello still has a glove on, so I'm thinking re-entry. Mann just looking to get an at-bat today. Caden tried to sacrifice over Breggy in the 7th inning of a 3-2 game and popped up the bunt, and then Breggy was doubled off of first, ending Norwell's chance to tie the game at the Garrett Invitational Championship on Saturday. Norwell losing to Bluffton for the first time in many, many, many years. They had won 20-plus in a row against Bluffton. And the first pitch to Mann is a swing and a miss. Their fastball started him out, down and out. Lamont's pounded the zone here in the last couple innings for the Eagles. They trail it 10-5. Another fastball, this one high and fouled out of play. Caden just looking to get some reps. Mann, a .269 hitter on the season. A junior, and will likely see the baseball on Thursday to start it for the Knights, we think. The 0-2 up and in. Norwell has Northrop coming up on the road tomorrow. The Bruins have a solid club this year, receiving votes this week in the 4A poll. The only couple area teams to receive votes. The 1-2 to Mann. Fastball flown into right. This will be routine for Platt as he comes on to make the grab, and it's a 1-2-3 7th for Trayton Lamont. Last chance coming for the Eagles. It's 10-5 Norwell on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctors, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy, and IPT accepts all insurance coverage. With extended hours, we are open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offer same-day appointments. We have 17 conveniently located clinics with 7 in Fort Wayne and 1 each in Angola, Auburn, Bluffton, Columbia City, Goshen, Huntington, Kendallville, New Haven, and Warsaw. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. We will get you back to work, play, and life. Celebrating 29 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com.
Welcome back to Columbia City. We are in the bottom of the 7th. Norwell leads at 10-5, and House back out there. And the first pitch to Shopper is fouled straight back to the screen. Shopper represents the top third of the order for the Eagles. He's 1 for 2 today, a double strikeout walk. And Norwell looking to finish this thing off. Not a save situation for House, as they led by 5 when he entered the ball game. The Knights have only had 4 save situations all year. That's tapped foul, 0-2. Had Shopper leaning, and grounded it outside the bag at third. Cam Harris, Tanner Clark due up here in this inning. See if Clark can keep his perfect day alive at the plate. The 0-2 off speed, and there was the 12-6, and Shopper wasted it. Wasn't House's best curveball, but Shopper did a nice job of taking an emergency hack and staying alive. And he came back with the fastball and blew him away. One gone. And that's what Logan can do to you.
Now batting for the Eagles, number 13, Cam Harris.
And House has struck out his third batter already. And a breaking ball grounded towards third. It's bobbled there just barely by Glasgow as he all kind of bobbled it and then gathered it in one motion. And two are out here, and the Eagles are down to their final out.
Now batting for Columbia City, number 9, Tanner Clark.
Coach McLean has actually called time here and is sprinted out to the mound. I think he's just talking to his pitcher and catcher, and this is a very rare move by Andy McLean. Almost every time he will talk to his entire infield, but whatever it was said, it was less than 5 words because he is now already back into the dugout. Columbia City is down to their last out. Tanner Clark is 3 for 3, though. A couple of doubles and a single, but he grounds this one, a 2-hopper to Waybright, and that will do it. Norwell will win the ball game 10-5 as House closes it out. We'll go ahead and tally up the final statistics and be back with the post-game show. Fly the W. The Knights win today.
Are you looking for a job or know of someone who is? Peyton's Northern, a Kroger company, is now hiring. At Peyton's, you'll get a job with career advancement opportunities, employee discounts, tuition reimbursement, and educational assistance. A successful applicant will need to be 18 years of age, have the ability to work weekends, holidays, and overtime, can operate motorized equipment, complete strength and endurance testing, pass a pre-employment and background screens, work 10-hour shifts, and lift 55 pounds. At Peyton's, we offer matching 401k retirement savings, paid incentive days, personal and vacation days, and you'll receive Kroger benefits after 60 days. All qualified applicants are encouraged to apply for this opportunity online at jobs.kroger.com. Click on Logistics and Distribution Jobs and search for Bluffton. For questions, call Peyton Staffing Center at 260-827-2108 or 2109. That's jobs.kroger.com. 260-827-2108. Peyton's Northern, now hiring.
Back here at Columbia City for the final time, one of the quicker 10-5 ball games you'll see. Norwell wins this one, improves to 5-1 in the conference, 16-7 overall as they bounce back after the loss to Bluffton in the championship of the Garrett Invitational on Saturday. Here's where the hits came from Norwell. Basically, it was an explosion in the 5th inning for Norwell that led them to the victory today. Caleb Kohler, 2 for 4, a single, and homered for the second time this season and scored twice. Garrett Waybright, 2 for 4 with a single, a bunt single, and an RBI, scored twice as well. Belden Glasgow had himself a 4 for 4 day as the top third of the order combined for 8 hits for the Knights. He singled twice and doubled twice and scored, drove in a run as well. Ian Clark, 1 for 4, a single and RBI and scored. Christian Bohada, 1 for 4, a bunt single and RBI and scored. Garrison Braggy, 1 for 4 with a double and scored. Logan House, 1 for 2 with a single, drove in 2 and scored once. Corbin Costello, 1 for 3, a single, an RBI, and a run scored. So 7 of the 9 starters score for the Knights today. The starter, Christian Bohada, goes 2 innings and throws just 30 pitches, allows a single earned run on 3 hits, walked 1, struck out 1. Belden Glasgow, though, coming on in relief, and he will get the win today in his 3 innings of work. Allowed 4 runs, but only 1 was earned on 3 hits, walked 1, struck out 5. Logan House came on for the final 2 innings and struck out 3. He hit 1 batter. That was his only base runner in the last 2 innings. Columbia City offensively today, The hits came from Brendan Schopper, who was 1 for 3 with a double, scored twice. Cam Harris, 1 for 4, a double, and scored. Tanner Clark, who was very impressive at the dish today, 3 for 4, a single, 2 doubles, 3 driven in, and a scored run. And Brendan Roberts was 1 for 2 with a single and scored. Tanner Clark was the starter on the bump. He'll get the loss today. He went 5 innings and allowed 10 runs, 9 earned on 75 pitches, 12 of those coming on hits, no walks, and just 1 strikeout. The Knights strike out only twice today as a team, so that's good to see as well. And Trayton Lamont comes on for the final 2 innings. He did a nice job for Columbia City on 17 pitches, no earned runs, a hit, no walks, and 1 K. Norwell coming up with 3 runs in the 3rd and 7 in the 5th, 10 runs on 13 hits, 3 defensive errors, unlike the Knights, but their struggles kind of continue over the last couple of ball games, and 4 left today. Columbia City coming up with a single run in each the 1st and the 3rd innings, followed by 3 in the 5th for a total of 5 on 6 hits and 4 defensive errors. They left 4 on base, and as earlier mentioned, Columbia City and Norwell today's ball game taking an hour and 35 minutes. Well, I'll do it here from Columbia City. Be back online with you tomorrow for a 5:30 start. The Knights travel to Northrop to take on the Bruins, and that'll be followed by the 5:30 Senior Day start at home against East Noble, the conference finale, and then the doubleheader against Eastbrook to wrap up the regular season. So, Norwell wins this one 10-5, improves to 16-7 on the year, 5-1 in the conference. Columbia City falls to 6-15 and 1-6 in the conference. On behalf of the entire Wells County Voice crew, this is Derek Decker saying so long and God bless.
We hope you enjoyed this high school sports broadcast on the Voice Sports Network. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Got to run an outro ad.
The preceding production is property of Voice Enterprises, and all rights are reserved worldwide. Thank you for listening to this production of Voice Enterprises, taking media in a new direction.